In many videos in the past, I have questioned the idea of objective reality, the scientific model of objective reality as an interpretation of a species-specific, in this case, human perceptual activity. I want to expand on this a little more. I know I've shared examples of species-specific perceptions in the past, but here are some very dominant ones. Ultraviolet vision in birds and insects. Many birds and insects can see ultraviolet light, which is invisible to humans. This ability helps them locate food, navigate, and identify mates or flowers with ultraviolet patterns. Echolocation in bats and dolphins. Bats and dolphins use echolocation to navigate and hunt in environments where vision is limited. They emit sound waves and interpret the returning echoes to quote unquote see their surroundings. Magnetic field detection in migratory animals. Species like sea turtles and migratory birds can detect Earth's magnetic fields, enabling them to navigate long distances during migration. Electroreception in sharks. Sharks can sense electrical fields generated by other animals, allowing them to detect prey even when it is hidden under sand or murky water. Species-specific vocalizations in primates. Rhesus monkeys use distinct vocalizations such as coos and screams, which convey information about their emotional state, social context, or environmental threats. These calls activate specialized brain regions for processing social and affective cues. So these are just some examples that illustrate the diversity of sensory worlds across species, shaped by ecological needs and, of course, evolutionary adaptations. But this can go further. Okay, this is what I'm saying right now. The idea that everything we experience is a magical lie, which I've also addressed in the past, can be expanded further into the idea that reality has innumerable, probably infinite appearances. Okay, because it is not a singular fixed construct, but rather a tapestry of innumerable, probably infinite appearances. I suggest that what we perceive as reality, even as humans, is conditioned by social, cultural, and biological factors. I've called these magical lies because they are fragmented and transient interpretations of an underlying truth that remains elusive to our limited perception. Human experience is inherently also a species-specific experience. And just like each species perceives the world through its unique and sensory and cognitive apparatus, creating a version of reality that is valid within its own framework, but incomplete when viewed in a universal context. Humans experience the world through a shared bandwidth of experience, which gives the illusion of a common reality. However, this shared experience is a construct of human consciousness and does not encompass the full spectrum of existence. So, this argument that I'm sharing with you repeatedly suggests that ultimate reality transcends space, time, and form, existing as an infinite field of possibilities. And this is what I call non-local awareness, a formless ground from which all perceptual realities arise. And from this perspective, what we call reality is akin to a virtual simulation where each individual's perception is shaped by their consciousness and the collective stories they choose to believe. The implication of these ideas, I think, is profound. If reality is a construct shaped by perception and interpretation, then it follows that there are potentially infinite ways to experience and understand it. And it opens the door to transcending species specific limitations and exploring higher states of consciousness where one might access a more universal understanding of existence. Such transcendence requires moving beyond conditioned perceptions to connect with the infinite awareness that underlies all experiences. So I invite you to recognize the fluidity and multiplicity of reality. By acknowledging the magical lies we live by and understanding their role in shaping our experiences, we gain the freedom to reimagine our narratives and expand our awareness. Because reality is not a fixed entity, but an ever evolving interplay of perceptions, stories, and consciousness, a boundless field with appearances as varied as the beings who perceive it. So, reality, fundamental reality, assumes infinite appearances. And we are that fundamental reality when we transcend all systems of thought. My book, Total Meditation, covers this material a bit. Okay, this is the book I'm promoting. And if you want to continue engaging with me, go to deepakchopra.ai. And thanks for indulging my crazy ruminations.